Hello everyone, today we want to do 3 experiments. So the first one is red cabbage to test acid and alkali. Let's start now. For the first step, serve all the materials and apparatus that we need such as red cabbage, warm water, alkaline and acid. Example. For the second step, put the red cabbage into the water so the water absorb the content of the red cabbage. Make sure to let it in about 5 minutes until the water turn purple. For the third step, filter the mixture to make sure all the excess cabbage is removed. Filter it properly and nicely. For the last step, test the solution with the example of alkaline and acid and see the observation. See that if the solution turn blue, it's alkaline, and if the solution turn red, it's acid. For the conclusion for the experiment, as you can see at the above image, that was basic pH indicator scale, and at the bottom of the image, that was red cabbage pH scale. It seems little different, but the concept is the same. Without waste any time, let's go for the second experiment. So, for the second experiment is egg and vinegar acid-base reaction. For the first step, serve all the materials and apparatus that we need such as egg, vinegar and a container. For the second step, put the egg in the beaker. Then, pour the vinegar into the beaker until all the egg sink. Let it until 24 hours. And this is the observation after 12 hours. As you can see, the shell of egg is broken down a little bit. As you can see, there is much bubble that stick at the eggshell. This is the explanation. As you want to know, vinegar at x-axis and the eggshell at as you known as calcium carbonate act as base. Acid act as proton donor and base act as proton acceptor. In this case, vinegar giving proton to the eggshell, forming carbon dioxide, which is the air bubble around the egg. And this is the observation after 24 hours. All of the shell is broken down. And this is the remaining shell. When you try to grab it, the egg will become squishy. It is because the eggshell that break down is not totally break down, but it become really thin shell to keep the egg in the turgid shape. The conclusion for the experiment is, I want to state 3 examples of acid reaction. For the first one is when acid plus metal, it will become salt plus hydrogen. For the second one, when acid plus base, it will become salt plus water. And for the last one, when acid plus carbonate, it will form salt plus water plus carbon dioxide as this experiment. Let's go for the next experiment. Let's start now. For the last experiment, we will do rate of reaction to study about surface area. For the first step, serve all the material and apparatus that we need. For the first one, different surface area of cabbage, hot water, 2 container and a filter. For the second step, put the hot water into the container at the same amount. We put it at the same amount because we don't want to affect the rate of reaction. Don't forget to let it in about 15 minutes to make sure the water turn purple completely. Let's see after 15 minutes. The water turn purple. So for the last step, filter the mixture into the different container. You can see the difference between large surface area of cabbage and small surface area of cabbage. Let's see the result. It will form different concentration based on their color. At the left side, it's dark color and the right side is light color. For the conclusion for the experiment, when you test the water with any example of acid or base, it will for the less concentration water, it will react slowly and form lighter color, and for the high concentration of water, it will react quickly and form darker color. Summary for this experiment: high surface area with high rate of reaction and less surface area with the less rate of reaction. For more information, large surface area can increase the rate of reaction. For example, this experiment we use cabbage. We can use either solid cabbage in the form of block, small cabbage and powder cabbage. The powder with the highest surface area with the volume ratio. For the experiment, the dark color is used as small and large is as block. Frequency of correction will also be higher. That's